We do have a question from Dante Atkins with Politics. Please go ahead.
Hi, Speaker Nunez. Thank you for participating in this. I have a question about a term limit initiative that I have heard is going to be placed on the ballot. And I've heard there are a lot of people that I've heard that are complaining that it's just a way for people who are currently in elected leadership positions to be able to stay there, and isn't really about reducing or extending term limits so we can have more experienced legislators. And I just was wondering if you could speak to that.
What it does is very simple. Under the current term limit rules, any one person can run for office for a total of 12 years. That is to say that in my case, when I'm termed out of the Assembly at 2008, I can run for Senate in 2010. Very conceivable that I would win that race, and then I can serve 8 years in the Senate. That would make my total years of service in government 14 years. What this initiative would do, it would reduce my lifetime service from 14 years to 12 years, but it would allow me to stay in the Assembly if I chose to do so for that period of time, or to go to the Senate or the Assembly, but to cap it out at 12 years. The idea here is to incentivize members of the legislature to stay in the House that they were elected to, so that you don't have that musical chairs game that goes on every 2 years that I believe is very disruptive to the process of governance. You know, we are elected to be policymakers, but we turn into politicians right away when we get elected, because we're focused on where our career is going to lead us, as opposed to focusing on thinking long-term and making smart long-term decisions about where the state is headed in the direction that we move into. You know, the best example I have for this is what we've done with California's prison system. Since the term limits law was enacted, we have been increasing prison sentences left and right in the state of California. And now you see the result of it. We have a prison system that is overpopulated, a prison system that is doing absolutely nothing to rehabilitate its prisoners. We have the highest recidivism rate in the nation, and when people leave the jails after serving their terms, they're a bigger danger to them, to their community, than when they were when they walked in the jail to serve their term. Why is that the case? Because politicians want to be able to say, I was tough on crime. And the reason why they want to be able to say that is because they're going to run for another office, and when they run for that other office, they want to have that badge of honor to be able to say, you know, I fought to increase the penalty for this or that crime. It's not working for California.